be sure to check out my Discord channel. Link is in the description. Hello guys, this is kind of my aftermath video on my last video yesterday. I just wanted to comment on the comments that were posted. Some people said, yeah, you're right. And also some people said I was not right, and they were saying that it's good that he's not getting soft feints, it's good that he's not getting any kicks. Well, no, it isn't. Because if you compare the Orochi, not just with the full roster, but let's compare him first with just only the assassins, the rest of the assassins. He is the worst pick of them all. Let's be real here. On PC, not talking for console, because yes, speed is a factor there, but still, his speed is not as fast as Peacekeeper, so I've seen people comparing with Peacekeeper like, oh, Peacekeeper has speed, she's good. Listen, Peacekeeper has way more, and I will go into that in a minute here, but I will first start with Gladiator, is that Gladiator, for example, he already has a bash, which makes him already better than Orochi, but still. He also has faster feints. When he wants to feint from heavy to light, that's way faster than when Orochi does it. He also has an unblockable, which can be used to open your opponent to make them dodge or make them try to parry, which you can get, I mean, heavy out of if you do it right, or just let it go when you do massive amount of damage. The Gladiator already has a good range of movesets. I think the only thing he doesn't have is a soft feint, which is the down part of the Gladiator, I think, and he already has a good zone, good moves, and good speed, and a good, like, that foot stab thingy is really good when your opponent is at a stamina. So there, he's already a better pick. With now Berserker has an unblockable. The unblockable changed everything with the Berserker, and even his hyper armor made it even better. It made him such a good character because he has high speed, very high feint speed, so he feints very fast, and so an attack comes very fast afterwards. Still not at Peacekeeper's level, but he has so fast attacks, you have to think fast. And with that unblockable, even opens up way more possibilities, like he will go into guard break, he will parry you, or he will just feint that, go into dash, or go into a fast light attack. Like, he can do so much from there. Orochi doesn't have that. Orochi can only attack from up, left, and right, and he can mix it up slightly. This will get old after a week, because what can Orochi do? He can attack, and once your opponent notices this, once he notices your movesets, what you're doing, what he will do is just wait for the right moment to parry you, because he knows what you're gonna do. Now, once we're going to compare Orochi with Peacekeeper, you will finally understand what I'm saying, because a lot of people were comparing him with Peacekeeper, saying that speed matters. It will be so clear right now that there is just no comparison between Orochi and the Peacekeeper. But let's go on with the Berserker right now. Berserker has that unblockable. Unblockables already make him so much better, but he also has hyper armor, so he can get interrupted with some attacks, which makes him strong and makes his setups very strong. Also, he does high damage. So Orochi has the highest damage out of a deflect. Well, deflects are very high risk, low reward. They're not in the meta right now. They don't get used that much. They will get used from time to time, only once or twice a match, because if you do it too much, you'll get punished severely for it. That's why we cannot say too much about that of Oroshi's skill set, because if people notice you're doing it, then you're fucked, because you will get punished for that. So that moveset falls off after the second time you've used it in a match. So after that, what you do, there is nothing else. You have the setup. There's only one soft feint that Orochi has, and that's in his Storm Rush, which is a setup. So then let's just jump straight to the Peacekeeper comparison with Orochi. So Orochi has to set up his soft feint with a Storm Rush. He can go from Storm Rush into a guard break. This is very good if it would have been done like the Peacekeeper, where Peacekeeper throws a heavy, then soft feints into guard break, because it's mid-move, it's in a move, it's no setup. So the person that you're fighting won't expect you're doing it too much, because it's in mid your fight, so if you're throwing a heavy, he can try to parry it or stop it. Same goes with Shaman. I don't want to talk about too much about Shaman, because she is self-explanatory, but she also has this. She even has it better, because she can soft feint it out of her unblockable, which makes it even crazier, because you always want to go try to parry that or dash away from it. Either way, she'll catch you. So it's so good, and it's unpunishable. Like, she can just do that, and the only thing that can happen is that you can just counter the guard break, and that's it. No consequences for her. So that's what makes Shaman so OP, is that combo alone. She has more, but that alone already makes her so strong. Now, Peacekeeper has a dumbed down version of that. She can just throw a normal heavy attack and soft feint that into guard break. Orochi has to set this up with Storm Rush. Imagine you fighting Orochi. You see him setting up his storm rush. Yes, it's not so slow, but you see him dash backward and he'll do something. Like, you see him setting it up, so you know in the back of your head, don't go for parries. There is 70% of the chance he will feint that, soft feint that into guard break, and I'll be caught with my pants down. Don't go for it. Just block the attack and then parry the next incoming combo attack that he is going to do, because you won't get hit by those light attacks that you've seen on Twitch. There you have it already. That just makes that soft feint so useless, because the setup is there. There is a setup for it, so you know it's coming. There is no setup with Peacekeeper. You're just fighting her, she's throwing light attacks, and all of a sudden she does a heavy, very fast soft feint into guard break. You thought you were gonna parry that light attack, but it wasn't a light attack. It was a soft feint heavy into guard break. You're caught with the guard break. Peacekeeper takes half of your HP. There you go. That's how good Peacekeeper already is with that setup alone. She has more. She has double damage with bleed damage. She has a secondary attack after a heavy attack, secondary attack after a light attack. I mean, it's not a guaranteed hit, but it comes fast. And she has an almost guaranteed zone attack hit. Orochi doesn't have any of these things. Orochi has volume and speed. Something, if you block his light attack once, his combo stops. It's not like it just stops. He can't continue. It's like Berserker. When you block a light attack of Berserker, his chain stops. I think it's only with heavy attacks that you can go through with it. Then again, you have to consider your stamina. You will get parried so much with Orochi, and even if he feints his heavy, what's gonna come next? A light attack? A dash backwards? And I mean, like, he will be so predictable. I can already predict him what he's gonna do now. Like, heavy feint light attack and he get parried. Heavy feint dash backwards storm rush. I'll just block it, or even parry it if he doesn't use it properly. I don't see any like reasons to pick him over the other assassins. I'm not just looking at the full roster, only the assassins right now. There's no reason to pick him over anyone else other than to look badass. That's the only reason to pick him. That's probably why people will pick him, is to prove themselves they can beat someone with a lower tier character and look cool doing it. Even in the in the live stream yesterday, there was a gamer asked like, oh, you have switched from Orochi to a different character, but now that we revamped him, you're gonna go back. And he was so awkward, saying like very like, yeah, sure, I will go back to him all the time now. Like what are you saying? You know that's not gonna happen. Watch me. This guy will play Orochi 1 week and then he'll go back to Shaman. Like, that's just how it is. Every character needs a soft feint, in my opinion, in For Honor, at least on PC. On console, it might be a different game, but on PC, we really need this. Or a kick, something, a push, something you have to move with, an unblockable, a shove. It's so important that characters have this, because they'll get picked. Characters that have these options will get picked over characters that don't. That was a problem with Orochi, is he didn't have all this. And he still doesn't have it. He just has faster attacks, which isn't enough to win against experienced players. Like, if Berserker did not have his hyper armor and he did not have his unblockable, then he would be back to where he was before, on the bottom, together with Orochi. The reason why he's high tier now is because of that little change does everything. It does everything, and because it allows for like 3 to 4 different outcomes with a move. That's what that does. Orochi doesn't have that. Left, right, or up, it won't be an unblockable. Only thing is that he'll feint it, but then the next attack that comes in might be a light and he won't be able to cancel that at all. He can't soft feint, only out of Storm Rush, and the only thing he can soft feint is a guard break. Why? Give him at least a soft feint from heavy to light, or just in his normal setup from heavy to guard break. Just give him that. If Peacekeeper has it, why not him? There is just no reason to pick him over anyone else, and I think that's sad. And people that say in the comments like, it's good that he doesn't have it. Yes, it's good that he doesn't have it. If you like him being on the bottom, then yeah, good. He can keep the bottom warm for everyone else. Only time will tell. I'll play him when he comes out, and we'll all see that it was a waste of the developer's time. Some people's hands, yes, he might look good, but he isn't good. The player that's using him is good, and even then you can go only so high, because once you face a shaman that's just gonna fuck up your brain with that unblockable, you'll start feeling bad, because why don't I have that? I have been reworked. And then this shaman has all of this. I don't. Feels like you're still not reworked. Feels like it doesn't feel different. Just it feels faster with a few more fast extra attacks. Just so, I mean, basically more reasons to get parried. So I mean, just this is my reaction. I hope you guys enjoy. Hope you guys agree. And there was a guy in the comments saying that I asked like characters have to be worked around shaman, like they need to stand their own against shaman. And I said, ask yourself the question: can Orochi stand its own against shaman? And the guy actually said yes. Like, excuse me? What? A guy actually said yes. That's how bad people understand the game. Like, they don't understand like the amount of moves that Orochi has compared to shaman. It really blows my mind that people don't realize. This is kind of my reaction, the aftermath on my last video. Hope you guys can still agree and understand. I will cover Orochi, I will look at him in depth, and I will see what we can do with him, and we'll see how far he can go. I'll play tournaments, I'll see. Right now I'm in platinum, so if I can get platinum with him, well, that'll make him a good character, but in the first week maybe. But after that, only time will tell. But for now, this is it. Hope you guys enjoyed. See you guys in the next video or in Discord. Discord is doing well. Very happy how that's going. And yeah. So yeah, have a great day, and see you guys next time.